What's up? I hope you're all having a good day or night, depending on where you are or what time you're watching this right now. So, today we're just doing another trigger assortment. So, it's been about like the usual amount of time since my last one. So, kind of just sticking with the schedule here and just gonna go ahead and do another one. So, yeah. Anyway, you know the rules now. 3-minute triggers. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So, anyway, trying to think if there's anything I need to mention, like an announcement or anything, but I don't think there is. I guess just let me know if you have any ideas for a video. But yeah, that's about it. Kind of just doing the usual stuff right now. So anyway, first trigger is the rolly board thing, because I haven't done this one in a while. At least that's what it feels like. So by the way, if you celebrate it, happy early Easter. Because when this video releases, Easter will be tomorrow. At least for me, it'll be tomorrow. But so much has been going on for me. Honestly, I just keep forgetting about it. I keep forgetting that Easter is almost here. I was the same way with Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, honestly, that didn't even register in my head at all. St. Patrick's Day. I've kind of been missing holidays, honestly. I just haven't. I get busy with stuff and I just kind of forget about them, I mean, I remember the bigger ones like Halloween or Christmas or stuff like that, but the holidays I don't really celebrate as much or as intensely. They're kind of just there for me, I mean, I like Easter. I love Easter. It's really cool. It's probably in my top 5 holidays. I really couldn't tell you. Honestly, though, my favorite holidays past my top 3. My top 3 is it goes Halloween, then Christmas, then Thanksgiving, I think. Because I like good food. So, and it's time to be thankful, of course, but yeah, 4th of July, actually. I like 4th of July. That's probably my 4th favorite holiday. Okay, next trigger. We got the fidget cube. But yeah, past the 4th of July, then it would probably be Easter, but after that is when I don't really know. I don't really give it much thought after those, I guess. Unless my birthday counts as do you count your birthday as your own holiday, or do you just kind of see it as just another day? Because I used to see it as its own holiday, but as the years have passed, I kind of just see it more and more as just another day, honestly. And it just happens to be a day when I get older, I guess. birthday, I'm gonna be turning 20. So that's a pretty big birthday to have, I guess. I don't know, either 20 or 21. It's definitely a big birthday to have. I'd say like the biggest birthdays you can have is like, I guess when you turn 1, when you turn 10, entering double digits, when you turn 13, entering teenage years, when you turn 18 for sure. 18's like probably the biggest one. Probably also maybe 16 or 15, depending on like where you live, like the laws allow you to drive and get a permit, I guess. 21 for sure. I only say 20 because that's when you're getting out of the teenage years. I think the joystick's like locking up on me now. I think I've used it too much. It's like it's locking up on me, but I kind of like it more, honestly. So yeah, past 21. I think 50 is a big one. Yeah, because that's like halfway done, or like halfway point. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really know what the major birthdays are past 21, though. But anyway, okay, next one. Bottle. But yeah, anyway, how did I start talking about? Oh yeah, holidays and birthday. Okay, so yeah, this year for my birthday, I don't really have anything big planned. Probably just gonna be like another regular birthday. So just gonna be like another, just like last year. Just gonna be a regular day, but a slightly cooler day because it's my birthday. Like it's kind of just like how things go when you get older. Like holidays and big days like that kind of just get less and less. I wouldn't say joyous because that doesn't sound that happy at all. But they do get like less exciting. They get less exciting as you get older. Unless something really cool happens or you get to do something really cool. So, for example, this year I hope to get my first tattoo on or around my birthday. So that will be really cool. But I also really want to, I just want to go somewhere, honestly. I just want to go somewhere out of state, basically. I don't know where though. I just want to go on a road trip. I just want to go on a road trip, honestly. Just hit the road and just go somewhere, But I don't know. I know I would want to visit a bunch of like haunted places or supposedly haunted places or abandoned places. I know that's not everybody's idea of a good time, but it is to me. So I would want to do that, but I don't know if there's like any major place I want to visit yet, though, because I've already seen like Mount Rushmore. I've already been there. The Grand Canyon would be pretty cool, I guess, but I'm not sure. Universal Studios would be pretty cool, honestly, but expensive for sure. Okay, whoops, sorry. Okay, next we've got ping pong battle. or just honestly, just any kind of museum I would like to check out. Any kind of museum I would like to check out because I've never have I been to a museum? Honestly, I can't remember if I've ever been to a museum or not. If I have, then it's been a very, 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 very long time. So if I did, it was probably like a elementary school field trip, and I mean like young elementary school days, so like first grade or something, or second grade. So I don't think I have been to a museum. So I would want to go to one of those, like the Museum of National, or like the one in New York, the like Museum of National History or something. I think the one that was in Night of the Museum, that one. That would be cool. And as far as places go, they're like out of this country. Rome would be insanely cool. That would be so awesome to see, like the Colosseum. That would be so cool. Or Greece, or honestly, the majority of places in Europe I would really like to see. Japan would also be awesome, but anything out of the country would be much more expensive because international flight and stuff, you know. Um, but anyway, yeah, I just want to go somewhere for my birthday, get a tattoo, and just go somewhere. It's like, I think would make my birthday very, very fun. It doesn't really take much to get me excited. As long as it's something I'm not used to, I'm most likely gonna, well, if it's something I haven't done before, and it has to be something that I would, of course, be interested in, then I would have a good time. And it wouldn't have to be much, you know? Like, it could be, okay, next trigger is the, Lego ball. It could be something as small as, like, I don't know, going to the zoo again would be cool, because I have been to the zoo, but it has been a while. So going to the zoo again would make me happy on my birthday. Not to say I wouldn't be happy on my birthday if I didn't get to do something cool, but like, I'd be more excited. Or the aquarium, or museum, like I said. Or honestly, just get me a really cool Lego set. But that's more just like an object, not a place. So that doesn't really qualify, I guess. Trying to think of what else. Maybe a concert of some kind. Haven't been to many concerts. But at the same time, the majority of music I listen to and the majority of my favorite songs are by people that aren't really heard of and not very popular, so they don't really go on tour. They kind of just, and if they do, then it's usually just around where their home area is anyway. is near Kentucky. So, but that would be cool one day to have one of my favorite bands happen to be playing near here. That would be pretty cool. I also haven't. Wait, no, I know what I would want to do. I would want to just like rent a cabin or something, or just something in the middle of a forest. Honestly, just something in the middle of nowhere that is also in a forest, you know. And I would stay there for a few days. That would be pretty cool. Okay. Now we've got the glove. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. But obviously I wouldn't go there alone. That would be very much isolated, and I think I would stand a good chance of losing my mind if I were just alone in a cabin in the woods on my own for like a consecutive amount of days. Yeah, with all the horror movies I've seen, especially involving a cabin in the woods or just somewhere in the woods and you're like on your own. Yeah, I wouldn't do great. I mean, I would at first, but it wouldn't last long. Because, I mean, you got Cabin in the Woods, you got Friday the 13th, you got, Wolfman, you got, The Evil Dead. I mean, you've got so many horror movies that are like that. So yeah. It would be interesting to see how I would manage to do that on my own. I mean, I would make myself paranoid, like, right away. Like, from the get-go, I would be paranoid. But oddly, I think I would still, like, have fun at the same time, you know? But yeah, I would do that with a group of friends or something. For sure. Just find a cabin in the woods. It would also be cool to just, I guess I'm mostly just talking about things I would like to do this summer. And my birthday just happens to be this summer. So, going to a water park or amusement park is always fun. I prefer roller coasters and stuff like that over water slides, though. So that would be fun. These gloves are hard to take off, they're so big. Okay. Next up, we've got book. just hanging out with a group of friends and just going somewhere like the mall would also be fun. Just anything out of the ordinary for my birthday would kind of be exciting, you know? Like, because my birthday is always just like a small get together with family, which is great, but just that being the same thing, or like only having birthdays like that for like 19 consecutive years, you'd be ready for a little bit of a different way to celebrate, you know? So, now that I'm in college and kind of doing things more on my own, that is seeming like more and more possible to do. Like, just go somewhere with a group of friends, you know? But the only thing is, the friends that I do have, I have things in common with them, of course, or else, like, they wouldn't be my friend, you know? But, when it comes to stuff like that, like renting a cabin in the middle of nowhere, or just, like, watching a horror movie, or just, doing something along those lines, not many of my friends would be down to do that, you know? Their interests lie elsewhere. Except for, like, one friend of mine. She's pretty cool, and, I bet she would be down to do that, but, like, yeah, she'd be the only one. Yeah, I mean, I could try and convince one of my other friends that I've known for the longest time if he would be down to do it. I mean, it would take a lot of convincing, you know? He's the type of guy that would rather just, stay at home or go to the movies rather than going somewhere where you would, like, be in the movie, in a horror movie more specifically. So yeah, that would take a lot of convincing, which is why I would probably sooner ask if he would want to go to, like, the zoo, because he would be up to going. Wait. Oh, it's time to change the triggers. Sorry. I was talking for too long. It's time to change the trigger. But let the time hit 24 minutes just so it's easier for me to track the time. So yeah. Okay, next up we've got some little potion things that I made. We got a yellow one. Not sure how well you can see that. I know you can see the green one though. Very cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my friend, he honestly might be down to, like, stay in a cabin in, like, the middle of a forest, as long as, like, as long as he wouldn't have to leave it, you know. But I don't know, I might be underestimating him. He might be up to, like, explore the woods and all that. And I would be sure to, like, I don't know, take some of my swords with me, because you will have seen my swords. You know, just in case there's a bear. I don't know. Because I don't have a gun. I have swords. That's just me, but... yeah. And also, possibility for this channel to be out in the forest in a cabin. Think of the content possibilities. That would be so cool. Just like, it would be like a Blair Witch video. Oh my, that's such a good idea. A Blair Witch roleplay. A Blair Witch Project roleplay. That would be so cool. That would be so fun. Just think of the possibilities, honestly. Or like a POV of like getting chased by Jason or something. Yeah, that would be cool. I can't really think of any other video ideas other than like a horror video for this though. That's the thing. That's all my mind can come up with right now is just horror video ideas. No, there would be. Okay, on to the final trick. Wait, no, it's not. It's got like 20 seconds. Yeah, there would be no peaceful nature walks. I would not do that. I would do something much more elaborate, like a Blair Witch video. Or at least something to make it look creepy. I would not waste my opportunity on a peaceful nature walk because you can just go anywhere for that, but a cabin in the middle of the woods. I mean, come on. You gotta make it freaky. Alright, last trigger, we got the PlayStation controller. But yeah, I don't know, it would just be cool to be able to do that, you know? So that's like the main thing I would want to do, but going to a museum or the zoo or an aquarium or just a road trip, any of that would also be very fun. Especially with a group of friends. But with me, I don't really have a big group of friends, but more of just like a few really like closer friends, you know? Because personally, I couldn't handle a big group of friends. I couldn't keep up with that, you know? And every time I get into a big group of friends, I always end up just getting really close with one of them and then just kind of lose contact with everybody else, you know? So yeah, I'd rather have like just a few really close friends rather than a big group of friends. But then again, that's how it always is in slasher movies. A group of really close friends, and then, well, you know what happens to them, don't you? So maybe, after all, maybe going to a cabin in the woods with just a group of friends might not be the best idea. Especially now that I've played both Until Dawn and The Quarry, both those video games. That's like the exact scenario for both of those. And it didn't go well. It did not go well. I did make it to the end. I did beat both the games, and with very few casualties. In fact, in The Quarry, I only had 2 casualties, and I also only had 2 casualties in Until Dawn. And both of them didn't happen until like the very end of the game. I was doing so good keeping everybody alive the entire game until like the final part. And that's when I lost 2 people in both games. Like, how does that happen? But you live and learn, I guess. So, I don't know. I think I have enough expertise and experience to be able to like keep a group of friends alive. If we end up in a scenario like that where there's either a crazed psychopath or a bunch of werewolves or what was the Until Dawn monster? Wendigos. Their weakness is fire. I know that. Werewolves, obviously, silver. this crazy psychopath. I mean, like I said, I got swords. So I think we would be fine, actually. Now that I think about it, we would be fine. We would be fine. Unless nature just happens to come and knock in as well with like a pack of wolves or a bear, in which case swords might not cut it. I mean, they would cut it, but not cut it enough, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, that's the final trigger for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this trigger assortment with endless rambling about holidays, birthdays, and things I would want to do this summer. Which kind of ended up being how I would survive a horror movie scenario. But I think you just kind of saw how my mind works, you know, how it can go from one thing as simple as forgetting about Easter to something about surviving a Wendigo attack. So it's just like a process, you know. It's just every time it always ends up being about like similar topics. Anyway, I hope you all are feeling much more relaxed and sleepy compared to before you clicked on this video. I hope you all have a great Easter tomorrow if you celebrate it. And yeah, again, thank you all for watching. And with that, the video is now over, so I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. So thanks again, and